May God have mercy on your soul.
Stop!
Now, My Best Friend is a Vampire is a 1987 comedy horror that tells the story of a teenage boy who, after being seduced by an older woman, gets turned into a vampire. But now he must deal with the pros and cons of his newfound gifts.
Forget, Professor. I'm a vampire that has certain advantages.
And here are 5 reasons you should watch this movie. Reason number 1, Jeremy.
I'm a vampire.
And the movie first began when teenage boy Jeremy Capello is having a fantasy about 3 women. The first is Cassie Andrews. Now, she's the hottest girl in school and really wants to go out with him. The second is Darla Blake, the music geek who is not popular but the girl he truly likes. And the third, a strange older woman who is eager to sleep with him.
When I was little and scratched my finger, my mother would always kiss it.
Reason number 2, Nora.
Jeremy.
Yes.
Do you find me attractive?
Very.
And while making a routine food delivery, he comes across the strange woman in his dreams, who, just like in his dreams, desperately wants to sleep with him. But after telling his best friend at school about this mysterious woman, he meets back up with her to seal the deal. But during their love session, 2 men break into the bedroom with weapons. Thinking one of the guys is the husband, Jeremy runs out of the house half naked, but completely unaware that he's been bitten.
Where are your clothes? Throw my clothes! Let's get the hell out of here!
Reason number 3, the change.
You feel all right? You look a little pale.
I'm fine.
Now, for the next few days, Jeremy starts to transition from human to vampire, but he mistakes these signs for puberty and coincidences. He also can no longer eat his favorite side dish, garlic.
Jeremy, are you okay?
He begins to turn pale, attract wild animals, and even crave raw meat and blood. But these changes are both a gift and a curse as they interfere with his pursuit of the girl of his dreams, band geek Darla Blake. So a big part of this movie is Jeremy's abilities and cravings sabotaging himself while on dates with Darla. Then there's his parents, who desperately want grandkids. However, they mistake these vampiric changes for thinking their son is a homosexual.
Your father and I are here to talk about anything that might be bothering you.
Do you have anything you want to tell us?
Reason number 4, the enemies.
The teenager in the red convertible must die.
Now, the 2 men who chased him out of Nora's house was Professor Leopold McCarthy and his assistant Grimsdyke, historians who are well aware that vampires roam the earth. Now, they are vampire hunters, and the reason they broke up his love session with Nora was to save him. The 2 then blow up the house with Nora inside it. Now, police are looking for arsonists with no actual suspects, but due to a mistaken identity, they spend the majority of this movie trying to kill his best friend, Ralph, unaware that Jeremy is the actual vampire.
I'm not a vampire. I hate the taste of blood. I hate the sight of blood.
Reason number 5, the ally.
In a nutshell, you're alive, but you're not alive. You're dead, but you're not dead. Do you ever hear the word undead?
Then, of course, there's MODOK, a 200-year-old vampire who is here to serve as a guide for Jeremy and his newfound powers. But Jeremy mistakes MODOK for a cop, thinking he's here to tie both him and Ralph to the house fire. So he spends the majority of the movie trying to evade MODOK. But when MODOK finally gets the opportunity to break the news to Jeremy, Jeremy doesn't want to believe that he's a vampire and doesn't buy into the idea until his personal and love life begins to unravel. But by that time, Jeremy is wrapped up in a war of vampires versus humans, all while trying to woo the love of his life, Darla Blake.
You let me slip through your fingers and you'll always regret it.
Now, in the end, My Best Friend is a Vampire was a really good movie. Yes, it has horror elements, but it's more of a coming-of-age comedy that has themes of puberty, teenage dating, sexual awakening, and a coming to terms with homosexuality, all wrapped up in a vampire movie. In fact, outside of the vampiric turns, no one gets murdered in this movie. It's like a PG-13 Fright Night. But in saying that, don't think that this movie is bad. It's actually great. It's just less about the gore and more about the lore. And if you haven't seen it, then be sure to check it out, as I highly recommend this movie. And until next time, when CEDtalks horror.
This has been one hell of a night.